The end of the Four Great Conquerors. Welcome to my channel, where history is brought to life. There were four outstanding conquerors who rose above the others in a world characterized by strength, valor, and conquest. They are Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and Napoleon Bonaparte. With their military might, they changed the course of history and irrevocably altered the global landscape. During that period, the world shook under the thunderous voice of these fearless leaders, leaving their names indelible in the annals of history. Their names conjure up visions of power, ambition, and the unrelenting desire for dominance. This video goes into the climatic events that marked the end of their reigns, examining the circumstances that contributed to their demise and the legacy they left behind. Genghis Khan. Our first conqueror was Genghis Khan, the founder of the Mongol Empire, and regarded as one of history's most terrifying conquerors. With unrivaled horsemanship and a brutal army at his disposal, he conquered enormous lands, establishing the biggest continuous empire in history. He was a great military tactician and leader who brought together many nomadic tribes in Mongolia and later established a massive empire extending from Asia to Europe. Following Genghis Khan's death, the Mongol Empire was torn apart into smaller khanates due to internal strife. The empire's growth had depleted its resources, making it difficult to maintain authority over such a huge territory. These khanates developed into independent states with separate leaders and goals over time. Although the Mongol Empire remained powerful for generations, especially along the Silk Road, the reign of Genghis Khan was the height of its authority. Genghis Khan wanted to subjugate the entire world and conquer twice as much territory as Alexander did. The exact cause of his death is uncertain, with some accounts suggesting illness or injuries sustained in battle. The iron-willed Khan gave in to the whispers of time, leaving behind a legacy tinged with memories of his former glory. Alexander the Great. Our next conqueror, the awe-inspiring Alexander the Great, stepped into a world far away from the Mongolian steppes. Like a tempest, he tore through ancient kingdoms, ignited by the flame of ambition and fueled by his undeniable charisma. From the deserts of Persia to the banks of the Nile River, his troops proved to be irresistible forces that shook the world. Alexander's military might may have known no limits for a decade, but after years of conquest, his soldiers were worn out and homesick. But their ruler was unaffected by the temptation of wealth or the duties of state. His only concern was the never-ending conquest. The tide shifted in India, where Alexander encountered tough resistance from Porus in a hard battle that lost him many troops and left him injured, his horse falling in battle. Despite the men's fatigue, they were confronted by another massive Indian army across the river, rejuvenated and prepared for fight. Alexander, for once, gave in to the pleas of his warriors to halt the campaign and head home. Alexander's disease claimed his life at the age of 32, leaving behind a sizable but brittle empire. The lack of an obvious heir triggered a power struggle among his generals, resulting in the Greek Empire being divided into various kingdoms, each contending for authority. The once mighty empire crumbled, leading to the end of Alexander's legacy. Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was a Roman statesman, military leader, and dictator who played an important part in the transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire. Enter the deadly world of power conflicts, where intrigue and guile ruled the hearts of men. Here, we see the ambitious Julius Caesar, who rose to prominence under the banner of the Roman Republic. However, ambition creates adversaries, and the route to glory took a nasty turn. Julius Caesar, one of history's most important commanders, emerged from his conquest of Gaul, He established his authority through military campaigns and political maneuvering. Caesar's rise to power led to his appointment as dictator for life, marking a significant shift in Roman governance. Jealousy and fear among Roman senators led to the assassination of Julius Caesar. The dagger of betrayal penetrated the very heart of the Roman Empire on the Ides of March when conspiracy struck. Caesar's lifeblood flowed into the marble floor, leaving a permanent stain from the tragedy of his premature death. After his death, a civil war broke out, destroying the Roman Republic and establishing the Roman Empire in its place. Caesar passed away, but his legacy lived on, influencing Roman history and having a lasting impression on Western culture. I want you to comment in the comment section below, which of these great conquerors do you like for his tactics, bravery, and who do you admire the most? Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte was a prominent military and political leader during the French Revolution and the Napoleonic era. Rising to power through a coup, he became the first consul of France and later emperor. Napoleon Bonaparte rose to power during the turbulent years of the French Revolution, transforming Europe and reshaping the path of history. Napoleon, the French emperor, led a string of military expeditions that conquered most of continental Europe. The Napoleonic Code, a comprehensive legal framework that impacted civil law all throughout the world, is his greatest enduring legacy. Napoleon's ambition to dominate Europe ultimately led to his defeat. The invasion of Russia and the formation of a coalition against him weakened his forces, causing his empire to crumble. After being defeated in the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, Napoleon was exiled to the distant island of St. Helena, where he spent the rest of his life. His defeat brought an end to the Napoleonic era and ushered in a new age of European diplomacy and power balance. Napoleon's legacy is still felt today, having influenced ideas about military strategy and administration even after his death. The Four Great Conquerors' demise serves as a somber reminder of how fleeting greatness is and how collapse is inevitable. Despite their accomplishments, every one of these figures met their demise, whether by death, defeat, or internal turmoil. From Alexander the Great's vast empire to the legacies of Genghis Khan, Julius Caesar, and Napoleon Bonaparte, their conquests shaped the course of civilizations. As their stories merge and fade into history, their ambition, military brilliance, and lasting legacy continue to capture our imaginations. Their victories and setbacks leave their marks in history for all time, serving as a constant reminder of the incredible heights to which human desire can rise. Join us next time as we explore more captivating stories from the history of time. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more intriguing historical content.